This is going to be a good episode of curl watching. Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here, and I am so glad that you have really been enjoying this Curl Watching with Courtney series on my channel. If you're brand new here and have no idea what I'm talking about, feel free to check out, I'm not sure which corner it's in, the previous 2 episodes of Curl Watching and see if we checked out your favorite celebrity. In this series, what we do is we look at different celebrities with their curls and just enjoy seeing curls in the wild. I got super interested in the curly girl method back in May of 2018. This is what my hair looked like when I started. And after gleaning all the tips and tricks from the curly girl method that I could to improve the health of my hair wound up looking something like this. Now, you may be looking at that photo and think, Courtney, your hair looks nothing like that photo. You're right. I am currently 23 weeks pregnant, I think. And in this pregnancy, the hormones have really changed my curl pattern. This is actually day 2 brushed out hair. It's fine. It's fine.
Everything is fine.
I still deeply love curl watching. I'll go to the grocery store and I will see a gorgeous wavy curly in the grocery checkout line and seriously contemplate whether or not I'm gonna go talk to her about what product she used and tell her that her hair is amazing and gorgeous. I'll be watching my favorite TV show and or movie, and my favorite actor or actress will have naturally curly hair. And I notice that is the fun of this series. We're coming together, we're looking at all our favorite different celebrities. You guys actually provided every single celebrity that we're looking at for today's episode in previous comments from the first 2 episodes. If I don't mention your favorite celebrity that has wavy curly hair, feel free to comment down below and subscribe. Click the notification bell for future episodes of Curl Watching. I'm so glad y'all have been enjoying this. These are just my opinions. I don't necessarily know for certain if the celebrity had a perm or if they get keratin treatments. I don't dig too much into the hair history of each celebrity. I did do something different for this episode. I did my best to pull photos from Google as well as the celebrity's personal Instagram, feeling like that would give us a more well-rounded look at their hair. But without further ado, let's jump right into this video. First up, we have Amanda. I love Amanda. I actually know who this celebrity is to some extent. I've seen some of her work. In case you missed the previous 2 episodes of Curl Watching with Courtney, another disclaimer, I live under a rock.
She must be living under a rock.
I don't know most of these people, but I do know Amanda. She has been hair inspo for me for a long time. I believe I pulled this photo from Google. I Google the name of the celebrity and natural hair and pull photos from that selection. We can see some glorious natural wave happening here in her hair. You can absolutely see some strong wave around the nape of her neck. Her curl pattern does look a little bit looser on the top of her head. This can be due to differing curl patterns over her head, or it's possible that the section that has been exposed to more heat styling, more of the elements, has just elongated that curl pattern, whereas the underneath section has been more protected. And so it's like more wavy curly. Anyway, I love this photo. I think it's so pretty. But the majority of the photos that you can find of Amanda show her with her long, smooth, blonde hair that is very, very, very straight with a slight bend at the end. This is what I know her for, her really beautiful, long, 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 straight hair. This was a photo from her Instagram. She has started wearing her hair a little bit shorter, and you can see that it is pretty straight. There's a bend here and there, but for the most part, this is what I would call straight hair. That being said, digging further into her Instagram, I did see this photo where her waves really did pop and come through, leading me to suspect that she has a wavy, honest to goodness, wavy curl pattern. Wavy hair tends to go back and forth between straight and wavy more easily than tighter curl patterns. Tighter curl patterns don't tend to go straight and stay straight as easily as wavy hair can. Here we have Angie Harmon. Glorious, beautiful. This photo is from Google. This was one of the very first photos that pulled up of her. I suspect that these curls are heat styled, but the interesting thing about naturally wavy curly hair is that it will hold a heat styled curl way better than naturally straight hair. So here I do think those are heat styled curls, but they're coming in strong. They're coming in hot. Here's another photo of her from Google, and I pulled this one on purpose because usually naturally wavy curly hair that has been heat styled to be more straight will have a telltale indicator that it is actually wavy curly with halo frizz. I'm not seeing any halo frizz, and this dark-headed lovely lady is highlighted by a white background, and I don't see any frizz. So either her hairstylist did a really good job of getting all the halo frizz to really be smooth, or she doesn't have crazy wavy curly hair. Like it's not naturally super, super, super curly, and she's just heat styling it. This is a photo from her Instagram account. This is a personal selfie that she took. I kind of love pulling photos from Instagram for that reason. Some celebrities really do enjoy taking like a candid sort of selfie. She took these. This looks like she was in her home, and it looks like she did her own hair. And her hair's pretty straight. It's pretty voluminous. It's possible that she gets keratin treatments to help it be that smooth and that straight, because I did find this photo of her. It's a candid sort of selfie, and I am seeing more wave in her hair, more curl in her hair in this photo, which leads me to think that it's possible that the smoothness of her hair and the lack of halo frizz is due to a keratin treatment and not the lack of curl. How confused are y'all now?
I'm confused.
I'm not sure if she has naturally curly or wavy hair. I think she might, but I'm not certain. Comment down below. What do you think? Does Angie have curly hair? Did I miss something? Because I kind of looked a lot trying to find one of her like super curly or super wavy. I must have done a bad job. I don't know. Now we have Miss Halle Berry. Oh, I love her curls. She does have a much stronger curl pattern than the previous two that we've been curl watching. There's not much to say about this hair other than I love it. I kind of love the highlight she has going on in her hair right here because it really does highlight the curl that she has. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning. She does also have several photos of her wearing her hair more straight. This is a blowout with maybe a curling wand through the hair. I really like it. I think it's very pretty. But you can actually see a little bit of that halo frizz that I referenced earlier. And that tells me that her hair wants to be more curly than to lay more straight. Now, we can't talk about Halle Berry without talking about her super cute pixie cut. This is how I picture Halle Berry when I hear her name, and I love it. I think it's really cute, super edgy, super sweet. I have secret desires of getting a pixie cut. I don't know if I will ever get one, but Halle Berry is my inspo because of how adorable she is with a pixie cut. Last photo of the beautiful Miss Halle Berry. I love this one. Another one really showing just how glorious her natural curls are. We have our first dude on Curl Watching with Courtney. We have Jason. I love your eyebrows, man. This gentleman is very, very honestly a wavy haired wonder. And every photo that I've seen of him has been pretty consistent. His hair doesn't necessarily change just a whole lot. Clearly, he has worn his hair short in the past, but even in his short-haired photos, you can see that his hair is like curling and bending and waving. But this photo I found interesting. This one's from his Instagram. Clearly, he's showing some cool shoes, but I don't see highlights in his hair, as with the previous pictures of his hair when it was longer. His hair looks wavier when there's highlight in it than when it's not. And I wanted to mention that I think that's because sometimes wavy hair, when it's highlighted, will actually get curlier because of the grit that the highlight gives to the hair. Highlight will kind of lift up the hair cuticle, make it a little bit rougher, and make it hold its natural wave better. Whereas when there is no highlight in the hair tends to be more slippery and more silky. That curl pattern will get stretched out and pulled straight faster. I liked having our first guy on Curl Watching with Courtney. Are there any other gentlemen with beautiful, long, luscious locks that are wavy curly? Help me out, because I do live under a rock and I don't know of any. Okay, I pulled this photo of Jennifer Nettles on purpose, very specifically because this one actually lived in my phone for years. Like I said, I have dreams of short pixie cuts, cute, tiny little bobs of hair on my head. I think it's so cute. This was an inspo pic I held dear and close to my heart for a very long time. I think this is absolutely a natural wave curl situation happening. I don't see a lot of heat pieces touched up here. Possibly her bangs a little bit in the front, but because her hair is shorter, I think they're letting her wave come through versus trying to heat style it down really, really smooth. I still want this hair, guys. I still want this hair. Man, this is bringing back memories. This is a photo from her Instagram, so it is more current. And she has started wearing her hair more straight recently, especially for professional sort of situations, which I totally understand. I'm not gonna knock any person for wanting to heat style their hair completely straight for a professional situation or an event, but I do get really excited when I see celebrities wearing their waves and curls proudly. This is another photo from her Instagram where she just rocked the wave and curl. I suspect that she washed and air dried her hair, and this is what her hair air dries like naturally. This is a photo from Google, another one that I pulled. I love this. I do suspect that there is some heat styling happening here as well, but I also think it's intermixed with her natural wave and curl. I love her. I love her smile. She's got the cutest smile. No, Courtney, don't try and copy it. It's uniquely hers, and it is super sweet and cute. Next up, we have Julia from Seinfeld. Yay! This was the first photo that I found of her on Google. P.S. I'm not sure if I mentioned this already or not, but when I'm looking for photos, I type in the name of the celebrity and natural hair, and this was one of the first ones that came up. So I found that interesting, specifically for Julia, because when I think of Julia, I think of her from Seinfeld with her big, glorious curls. But most of the photos now of her are with this smoother hair. Here is a classic photo of her from Seinfeld. Now we're all on the same page about the hair that I was referring to. but I have a suspicion about this hair. This photo was from her Instagram account. She's on the water in London, very cool, but she's on the water, and this is a selfie. I don't think a celebrity hairstylist did her hair before she did this photo. And her hair is pretty straight and pretty smooth. Another one where she's taking a selfie and her hair's pretty straight and pretty smooth. Two thoughts. First off, perhaps the Seinfeld hair was a perm. Perhaps, because I could not find any other photos of her with that kind of really tight curl happening anywhere else. Second thought, it is possible that now her hair being more smooth, more straight, is due to keratin treatments, because this photo right here, I do see that halo frizz, which kind of tells me that there's some waving curl somewhere in her hair. But maybe either masked by a keratin treatment or something. She was kind of a puzzle to me. What do y'all think? Does somebody know? Did she perm her hair for Seinfeld, but her hair is actually straight? Now we have Juliana. This was a photo from Google, and it did say pin curls underneath the photo. So it's possible that these are pin curls, but a lot of the photos of her from when she was younger, she had this same kind of curl. It was very tight and very pretty. She's still pretty. All hair is pretty. And another photo from Google with much looser kind of curl, but still very, very curly. I will say, I did go to her Instagram, but there weren't any really good pictures of just her taking a selfie with her hair. A lot of the photos on her Instagram, she was actually taking a photo with somebody and they were kind of in front of her, or her hair was pulled back in a ponytail and you couldn't really see a good picture of her hair. So I pulled this picture from Google again, just to show a different hairstyle. She has rocked many different hairstyles over the course of her career, and this one in particular is where she's wearing her hair very smooth and very straight. And this was one of the first photos off of Google, and I believe it was linked to an article talking about the evolution of her hair from when she was younger till now. See what I'm talking about? Like, very curly hair. And now she tends to wear her hair more smooth and straight. Very interesting. Next up, we have the lovely, adorable Kate Hudson. This photo was from Google, and it was actually linked to an article talking about how this was her wash and go routine, where she didn't really style her hair, and I can totally see that being true. I see some really cute waves up top, but some pieces too that are kind of more stretched out. And I have seen that happen a lot on wavy haired girls, that when they do a wash and go and there's not a whole lot of scrunching or anything happening, there are pieces that get set straight because wavy curl pattern may not be as strong as a tighter curl pattern. But this was, I believe, the main reason you guys wanted me to talk about sweet Kate Hudson. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. For the majority of the movie, her hair is straight, but then I believe she gets rained on and her hair turns really curly. Now, it's possible for the movie they actually touched up some of those sections of hair with a curling iron to make sure that it looked like curly. But after going through Kate's Instagram, I know she has naturally wavy hair. To be fair, this is a photo from her Instagram where she clearly has had, you know, what celebrities do when they're getting ready for an event. They have a makeup artist come and they have a hairstylist come and they get all amazing celebritified. She's had her makeup done, and here she has had her hair done as well. She does wear her hair straight fairly often, but I did find this photo on her Instagram where she has clearly gone to an event of some sort. She's not in her home. She's wearing a very cute red dress, and her hair is naturally wavy. I think she did her own hair for whatever this is. I love that she just went ahead and let her hair be wavy. but you can see that it's a much looser wave pattern. It's not a super tight curl pattern like Halle Berry's. It's looser. We've had a wide range of curl patterns in this video. It's not all been like 3A curls. Some have been 3B curls all the way to 2A waves. Now let's talk about Miss Lauren. Oh, Miss Lauren. She's got some pretty curls, doesn't she? And her blue eyes. I mean, yes, with the blue eyes. I pulled this photo. This one's from Google. She didn't actually have an Instagram account. So all of these are going to be from Google. She has glorious curls. I think that all of these here are hers. I don't think any of these have been touched up with heat. I kind of love it. What do y'all think? Do y'all see any heat styled curls? Do y'all know something I don't know? Because I think this is all her. Now, you will see photos of her from Google with her hair blown out, and it does hold a straighter style pretty well for the most part. I feel like I saw a lot of photos of her like that. But when her hair is shorter, I saw her wearing her waves and curls more when her hair was shorter than when her hair is longer, which leads me to think that she's got a looser curl pattern than a tighter curl pattern. Looser curl patterns they're weird. Wavy hair is weird. You can chop off your wavy hair to alleviate some weight and it'll look wavier. Or you can chop off your wavy hair thinking that you're gonna make it like spring up, and you cut off all of your waves. And so now your hair looks straight. But really long hair that has a looser curl pattern can get stretched out. I found that in my own experience. Maybe I'm just drawing from my own experience too much, but the longer my hair gets, the less curly it looks because it gets really heavy and it just can't hold the wave and curl because it's heavy. What do y'all think? Anyway, I've noticed that when her hair's longer, I don't see her natural curls as much, but when her hair was shorter, I did see her natural curls more. Nicole Kidman, so pretty. She definitely wears her curls more often. I did pull this photo from Google, but then I saw the same corresponding photos on her Instagram. I think these are a lot of her natural curls here. I do think that it's possible that a couple pieces were touched up with heat for this event, but the natural curl that she has was definitely the base for this hairstyle. She does wear her hair straight a lot. She's had a lot of different hairstyles over the years actually, but I did find a lot of photos of her with her hair more curly. This is a photo of her from Instagram, and I just love the undone nature of this hair. You can really see that her hair is like trying to be naturally wavy. She's outside for this photo shoot. Maybe it's humid and her hair's like getting more and more wavy as the day goes on. I kind of love that. But another photo from her Instagram, clearly she's on set and she's working. She's got her hair more smooth, more heat styled, but you can see that it's curled. And because her hair naturally has a whole lot of curl to it, it's going to hold that curl a lot better. I didn't see a lot of photos of her with pin perfectly straight hair. I think that's because she's got such a predominant curl pattern. If your hair really wants to be curly, it's easier to style it in a loose curl than it is to style it perfectly pin straight. All right, guys, that is it for this episode of Curl Watching with Courtney. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I have really been loving doing these videos, and I'm glad that y'all have been enjoying them too. Feel free to comment your favorite celebrity down below. Double check that I didn't talk about your favorite celebrity in the previous 2 videos. Feel free to watch those as well, and let me know, who else should we be talking about? I hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to y'all later.